Hello everybody, and it is my great pleasure to bring you the 2021 DDNet Game of the Year Awards. We're going to be announcing one per day over much of this month, celebrating the very best and brightest of the video game industry through the year, and it has been an absolutely incredible year indeed. There has almost not been a single week that has gone by without a game that is worth talking about, and we have almost 50 games to award across all of our categories this year, just showing just how much variety and quality and depth there has been in what developers and publishers have been able to put out through very difficult situations. This year we will be giving away 4 awards per category, 2 bronze, 1 silver and 1 gold. It should go without saying which is the top award, that being the gold of course, but don't overlook the others. These are all excellent games that you're going to see over the course of these awards, and we highly recommend that you try each and every single one of them. So with all of that, sit back, relax and enjoy, and allow us to bring you the very best that 2021 has given us. The first game in our Best on PC category goes to Boyfriend Dungeon. Now you might look at Boyfriend Dungeon and assume that it is a console game naturally. Given the presentation of it, it looks like something that you would want to play with a controller, if not on Nintendo Switch, where you can take it with you quite easily. And we do like Boyfriend Dungeon on anything that we play it on. We like it on Switch, we like it on console. But for us, the keyboard and mouse experience is oddly compelling with this game, if not slightly superior to the controller. See, the thing is, it is a dungeon crawler, but it is a very fast-paced one, and the enemies do come at you thick and fast from all directions. The mouse and keyboard setup does give you a level of precision that allows you to make the most of the gameplay systems at play. Boyfriend Dungeon is an excellent game to have on your PC as well because it does work for both short bursts of play and more extended sessions. It is a blend of dungeon crawler, as we've been talking about, and visual novel, which means that you can get quite into it. You can load it up on your laptop and enjoy it in bed when you're relaxing, although you might not be able to play with mouse and keyboard in that case. But it is a very flexible game, and it really allows you to play it on your own terms, which is of course perfect for the PC platform. The second bronze medal winner in this category goes to Idle Manager. Idle Manager is the last game that you would expect to be great. Just the title of it suggests something that will preference fan service over any kind of deep gameplay, but then you'll actually play it, and you'll come to realize that this thing is really quite magnificent, and it is a nuanced simulator that will really test your abilities, no matter how familiar you are with the genre. You will start out with a tiny office and just enough resources to hire a couple of rank amateur aspiring idols. From there, you'll need to build an empire that rivals the likes of AKB48, while at the same time dealing with the many dramas that can occur within the idol industry, both in terms of the negative dramas, the controversies, as well as the positives. The narrative is light-hearted, but it does make the exploitation and darker side of the industry quite clear, so there is some thought that has gone into making this game. And it is so easy to find yourself very bankrupt if you're not very careful with how you use your resources. This is a simulator with a lose state, and it is designed to challenge you. Idle Manager is one of those rare games that wouldn't work on console at all. We think there's just too much work that's involved in terms of the way you need to use the mouse. But if you do have a PC that can run it, and it will run on just about anything, be sure to give it a go. The silver medal in this category goes to A-Train All Aboard Tourism. A-Train is excellent on console, and that is what we reviewed it on at digitallydownloaded.net, but as a simulator it does have a more natural home on PC. And All Aboard Tourism is one of the finest entries in this nearly overwhelmingly complex series. To be clear, this is as hardcore as simulators get. If you get into it, then you're going to have the greatest time, but it does have a massive barrier to entry. It does seem like it's going to be such a simple concept at first. You set up tracks and you watch the trains go choo, but then you start digging into the many financial and timetable elements of the game, as well as the way that it affects urban development, and A-Train will test you just like running a real train business would. Not only is this game better suited to PC because of the mouse control, but it is also the kind of thing that you can sit and stare at for hours and hours and hours at a time. Long after your Nintendo Switch battery has run out or your controller needs recharging, you can still be playing this if you're playing it on PC. This is a game for marathon sessions. It is better not to break your momentum wherever possible, and the PC is still the device of choice for those really long marathon gaming experiences. There can only be one gold medal winner as the Best of PC award in 2021, and really, there was only one game that was ever going to win it, and that is Age of Empires 4. It is hard to believe given the prominence, presence, and respect that people have for the series, but it has been nearly a decade since Microsoft took a crack with Age of Empires. With this release, we do see a return to form for one of the most beloved PC strategy series of all time, with the developers going all out to ensure that they were delivering the classic Age of Empires experience. The initial release civilizations tell the story. There are the Chinese, the Mongols, the Delhi Sultanate, the Abbasid dynasty, the Rus, the English, the French, and the Holy Roman Empire. That group of civilizations all come together to allow for exactly the kind of dynamics that Age of Empires fans have come to love over the series, over the years. What is really impressive is that Microsoft seem to have gone classic with the gameplay too, with the systems and flow feeling more like Age of Empires 2 than the increasingly controversial later efforts. This is a real-time strategy game for people that like their real-time strategies traditional, and it's great to see that there is still a market for this kind of thing, and that there are publishers, even the biggest ones, that are more than willing to fulfill that market.